I promised I mentioned I'll show like this space. I'm showing it before I leave because I have to be out here like in 15 minutes. So let me give you a little bit of a mini tour. Kitchen. This is also where I was working at, so this is where all my stuff is here. And like I said, the style, really cute, really homey, really amazing, really nice. I let it fly in by accident, so don't worry about that. And then this is just like the door. It's really cute. And this is also this area. And I never got a chance to watch TV. I was literally in and out. Like this was literally more or less just a place to sleep, but somewhere cool. And then this is the other view of the bedroom. And then also too, this is another view. And then this is the bathroom door. And then this, if I would have more time, which I did not, this was one of the reasons why I booked this place, because of this beautiful, beautiful jacuzzi bathtub. I wasn't gonna use the jets, but I was gonna use the soaking. I just never got to it. But yeah, it was a cute little home, and this is I'm staying at. But I'm on my way out the door. I gotta hurry up and get out of here and on to the next spot. Anyway, oh, by the way, this is day 4. Technically 3, because we don't count day 1. Day 1's day 0. This is technically day 3, full day. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye. This one is a doozy. I'm doing the Southern Bound Trail in Taos, New Mexico. And between the inclines and the elevation and the dry heat and the lack of humidity, I got to a mile. I'm turning around. I figured that's enough because I feel like I trail ran 3 miles at least. On technical trails, because these are not the easiest of trails. It's just a climb up almost the whole entire time. First it starts with a gradual climb and then it gets more aggressive. So beware, because I think when you go on the site they say it's easy, but if you're from the Midwest, particularly Chicago, it's pancake flat. It's not that. It's actually way more technical, especially if you're not used and haven't done this type of thing in a while. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm just like, oh my gosh, I am out of shape. But the whole entire time I was thinking, man, if I lived here for a month and had these trails, I would get back in running shape, like the old running shape. I can get back to my 20-something running shape in no time. And also, by the way, you probably hear this in the background. It is windy as hell. I channeled my inner Ram. I was like, I'm just going to do this. And I actually had a choice to go to like the lower incline one. And I chose the harder one because I was like, I'm almost at the mile marker. So anyway, I'm about to be done. I'm going to get this done. I can't do this at the same time because, yeah, I will bust my behind. But anyway, bye. You already know what time it is. Hello. So I'm in bed now. Well, yeah. I think I'm finally going to watch The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I've made it to Santa Fe. So let me tell you about how the day went today. The day was pretty good overall. I worked a half a day. I still worked a half a day. It just didn't feel like it was a half a day because I started way early. So I started work at at 5:45 or something like that. And I got off work at 11. Actually not even quite 11, like 10:45. Cause I was like, yeah, I gotta go. Cause my checkout time at my Airbnb was 11, so I had to get up out of there. From there, I went and got coffee. Already had breakfast because I had the leftover pizza from the brewery the night before. And then I went on a hike. Finally. And you saw what I was doing there. And the place I was at actually, or the place I was at and the hike and the trail I did. So the place was Carson National Park in Taos, and the actual trail that I did was a Southern Boundary Trail. So pretty cool, pretty amazing. It was very, very, the inclines were inclining though, and I think you saw in the video, it was a little insane. And after that, then I was like, okay, because one of the things I was debating and I just didn't have enough time. I'm definitely going to come back. And this time, I think next time I'll make sure if I'm doing Santa Fe, just do Santa Fe. If I do Taos, I'll just do Taos. I'm not going to do both. Because it's just a lot to do both. And Taos actually deserves its respect because I actually enjoyed it there. It was more quiet. So I wasn't really and plus I liked my Airbnb a lot and I was able to work undisturbed, no problems. But yeah, and all the people in Taos were cool as hell. Actually, everyone I've met so far has been really cool. So there's that. But, I would say though, yeah, after that, so I forgot. Now I remember what I was going to say. So I was debating going to a restaurant that, is owned by Native Americans, but they closed they closed too early. And plus I would have been late for everything else if I would have did that. So I had to on the fly just say, girl, you can't do all these things that you think you're going to be able to do and get to where you need to be on time. Because I booked my spa day. So that's probably why I look so relaxed, because I am. I'm extremely relaxed. And I need it. I need it more than you guys even know. I will eventually share what's going on, but there's just been a lot going on. Yeah, so I basically cut everything out, and I basically only had time for the hike. And then I drove, and then I had to charge my car a little bit before I left, because I don't know, I'm just paranoid about being stuck. So then I found a charger place. Had to sit for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, because it takes that long to do all that. Because the chargers here are not quick. I feel like the one that I had in Birmingham, the car charged quicker, but it also ran out quicker. This one doesn't run out as quickly. But anyway, so then I drove then to Santa Fe, and as I was driving to Santa Fe, I was like, let me call my mom. So I talked to my parents a little bit, so that was good. And then from there, then I ended up getting to the hotel, which I'm at right now. I'm not going to show it because it's an okay hotel. It's not horrible, but it's not I didn't go 5-star. I went I'm going to be honest, it's 3-star. But it's not bad. It really isn't. And I sacrificed that because I knew I was going to go on a spa day. And so the spa day would have went towards a better hotel. You know what I mean? Or a nicer hotel. And again, I don't mind this hotel, but balance, right? I feel like today was a day where I was just all about the balance. I was trying to balance, having fun, but being responsible. Which is something moving forward. Hold on, I got something on my... Oh, I just have dry skin on me. Okay, anyway. But, yeah, I think, moving forward, that is something I definitely want to try to do. I I want to have fun, but I also want to be responsible. And I think for a little bit, I lost that. Not too much, but just enough where I was paying attention, because I do hold myself at a standard, a major standard. So today, it was all about balance. I did a little bit of fun, but most of it was about balance. So yeah. So basically, what I ended up doing was, I'm trying to think what. Oh yeah, so once I got here and got settled in, which was pretty quick and easy. Like, I knew I was going to wear. So basically, I just hurried up, got in the shower, got cleaned up, because again, I smelled like hiking, because, you know, and side note, so I hiked up the incline of like the mountain situation that was there, and I ran down. So I did get a little bit of trail running in, because I haven't worked out since like last week. And for those who know me, that's a long time for me. And I just feel like, bleh. And also, too, the combination of that, and then I'm on vacation, so I'm not eating the greatest. And I'm trying to eat the food that is known here, but your girl needed vegetables. So I definitely did something about that later. But anyway, I was kind of like, yeah, I need to do something here, right? So basically, then from there, what I end up doing is I got cleaned up, went to this place called the Break Room Santa Fe Brewery. So it's kind of like an offshoot of Santa Fe Brewery, which is like one of the larger breweries in the state. And so, yeah, but this little side version of it was dope. I mean, I had me a time. I'm glad, though, that I had somewhere to go afterwards, because I really wasn't trying to do all that. Because I feel like, so yesterday I stayed a little too long. This time I was like, okay, I'm going to eat my food, because I also went there to get food. And a lot of those places you can get food pretty quickly. And in this case, they have food truck, because food truck was really good. So I had like this, their version or their twist on like a Cubano, but it was called like a Cubanita or a Cubanito. It was really good. It was really good. And it came with fries. Ate the whole thing because I needed that. Because I was hungry after, hiking. And then after that, and also I had their had their flights, and and they have a beer, which I was so happy they have. They have a beer that is 2.9%, which is great. That's less than that's like less than Budweiser. You know what I mean? So that's actually good. And so I had that with my food because I needed something. Of course, I could have water, and I will talk about that a little bit today. I feel like I haven't drank enough water, so we're going to actually solve that right now. Because I had this whole thing, and I shouldn't have this whole thing still. I've been trying to get caught up, though. So then after that, though, I immediately went to this place called 10,000 Trees or something like that. Hold up. I got you. One moment. Let me look. Child, it's called 10,000 Waves. But anyway, this place is a Japanese style spa. And I mean, the aesthetic and everything. You're wearing kimonos. It was dope. And the experience was affordable, including tip. And it was pretty much a similar experience to, for those who are familiar who live in Chicago, I know it's local, but like Ayers, there's this place called Ayers. It's in Chicago where they have ancient baths. And then you have the opportunity, if you want, on top of that, to get the massage with it. That usually will run you at least $400, I feel like. And here, and that's before tax. Here, it was like $280, and that was with tax. Of course, I tipped, because I'm not that person. But yeah, and you had all the different things. You had a sauna, which similar to it's pretty similar to Ayers, basically. You had like a a hot spring situation. You had a cold plunge. You had saunas everywhere. You had like a foot bath situation. They also had some waterfall thing, but I think it was out of commission, so they didn't say anything about it. So, and then they also have a place where you can meditate and chill. And like, it was wonderful. And everything was co-ed. So that was also wonderful. So after that, then I went ahead and got my massage. And I did a situation where the massage was, the first half of it was actually most of the, I want to say 55 hours. So no, 55 minutes. Wow. 55 minutes of it. You could tell I'm still out of it from the massage, but 55 minutes of it was just like your normal massage, but so it's called Body and Soul. That was the name of the massage. And it's supposed to basically reinvigorate you. And it does, it will. But I'm relaxed because that's what massages do to me, along with all the other things I was doing leading up to massage. So I'm like beyond relaxed, okay? So then the second half was the soul part. And when I tell you, my feet have been popping, like getting relieved popping. Oh my gosh, I needed that. It was so good. So good. And the person who did the massage, she was amazing. I think her name's Layla or something like that. Amazing. Did a great job. Enjoyed it thoroughly. And then basically after that, I was like, okay, I need to eat something, but it's kind of late. And I did not want anything heavy anymore. And I wasn't drinking because I was like, I can't drink anymore. I really need water. And so I actually went to this place. I think it's called Autopasto or something like that. I'll put the situation here. And it is like this healthy, gluten-free place. So they basically have everything that's gluten-free, but then they also have vegan stuff. They have vegetarian stuff. Like, it's one of them. It's amazing. And I basically told the server, I was like, hey, I'm hungry, but I'm not that hungry, but I know I need to eat a full meal. So immediately I was thinking, okay, I need to get some type of salad, and I need to probably get like an appetizer with vegetables. Basically no carbs. It's too late in the evening to be having carbs. You know what I mean? Because I'm not burning it. So, and plus there's fruits and vegetables in the salad. So like, what are we doing? And fruit is like the tomato. So you know what I mean? And so basically the appetizer I got was, roasted Brussels sprouts, and the presentation of it, and I'll show you right here. Amazing. And then the salad was it was a roasted vegetable salad. And then I got tofu because I needed some protein. But I didn't want anything too heavy. So that hit the spot. And then the drink that I got, hold on, gotta explain. I got a gin and tonic. But the gin and tonic was 0 proof alcohol gin and tonic. And it was amazing. I just wanted the taste. I didn't really need or want the alcohol. But I wanted to still zhuzh it up, and it was worth it. Because I also like juniper berries, so there's also that. But anyway, so after that, after I ate, I came back here. Got, I took a shower and stuff like at the spa. So that's kind of the other thing. So I actually had 2 showers today, which I feel so fresh and so clean. And I'm just excited for the rest of the weekend because I'm here Saturday, Sunday, and I leave Monday. So I don't have to rip and run. And one thing that's also really nice about Santa Fe is everything's closer together. So it's not going to be an all-day affair. Except for tomorrow, it kind of will be because I'm probably going to be hiking. I think I'm going to try to hike at a couple of spots. And I'm going to wake up early to get it done. So most of tomorrow's going to be hiking, and I might get zhuzhed up in the evening. Haven't decided yet. Probably will, though. And then Sunday is when I meet with Ryan and Amanda. And then, pardon me, and then Monday head home. So that's the plan. But, I just kind of wanted to say where we're at with the rest of this trip. And then also, too, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm about to watch Real Housewives of Rhode Island. The hotel has a TV, but I don't know how to work it. because it has Xfinity, and I didn't see any options of putting on YouTube or anything, because you already know I don't watch regular TV. I either watch Peacock or YouTube, or any other type of streaming stuff. I don't like regular TV at all. So that comes handy, which is fine. You already know about my computer. I'm like, my regular computer, that's not my work computer. So I'm just gonna watch it on my computer and then review it. The review though, I feel bad, but it's probably not gonna come out. I don't know when I'm gonna record it, because I'm not recording it tonight. And then I also still need to do Beverly Hills. Also don't know when I'm recording that. Honestly, what might happen, I might be recording all this stuff Tuesday. So you might end up getting 4 reviews just spaced out next week. On Tuesday. Because I don't know when else I'm going to do this. But we'll see. For now, I think I am just going to wind down and watch The Real Housewives, because I don't have to wake up early tomorrow. I actually get to sleep in. I'm excited because my schedule that I've been working with is I've been working as if I'm Eastern time. That's what my body schedule's been, and it sucked because I've been going to sleep super early, which I needed to for work, but I want to have a vacation finally. So we're going to do that. But anyway, that does conclude a little bit of how things are going. We'll talk tomorrow. Anyway, bye. So I'm walking around and there's like a whole entire market happening right by the coffee pot shop that I'm at. Yeah, let me show you. And it's really close to like the railway. And I saw the Sky Railway experience thing that I'm debating whether I should do or not today. I probably won't do it today. I might do it tomorrow, but we'll see. But let me show a bit. I'm going to that coffee shop that's right there. But yeah, cool, right? Now this is what I've been wanting to do like this whole entire time, and I'm finally doing it. I did it yesterday too, but I kind of had to cut it short, so I was in a hurry. Today is no rush. I can go ahead and hike as long as I want to. Just had breakfast, so I have fuel, so I'm good to go. I'm probably just gonna do 3 miles this time, because yesterday I did 2, so today I'll do 3. At this trail. I'm gonna get a lot of steps in today though. That's the plan. Because they said it was supposed to be chilly. It's actually not that bad out. Every day where they said it was gonna be chillier, it's been warmer. But maybe because I'm used to Chicago's weather and the 50s being really cold, it's not here. It feels fine. But anyway, I'll get back at it, and at least now I have a good reason to be breathing hard because I'm working right now, and plans go that way for a little bit longer. Anyway, bye for now. Look at all the greenery. but it's still desert nonetheless. Oh, dandelion while hiking. So that's kind of cool. I'm on my way back. I'm about, let me see where I'm at. I'm going to hit, according to my watch, I'll hit a 5K when I get back. But according to the trail, all trails, I'll be much further along than that. And I should have did this yesterday. I just forgot about it. So for those who are wondering, how do I feel so confident doing a lot of the trails solo dolo and not worry that I'm going to fall or anything? And I mean, I've had accidents before, but ironically, when I've had accidents, it's been people with me. It's never been one by myself. So that's the irony. Basically, for one, I always bring trail shoes with me, trail running shoes. Because for things that are really steep, I run down hills. I run down or gallop down, basically. I would not recommend that for someone who's inexperienced. For those who don't know my history, I'm an ultra runner. Like, I haven't done an ultra in a while, but I am an ultra runner. So I've done a couple 50 milers, at least 7 50Ks. I don't even know how many marathons I've done. I've done a lot of those. And halves, that's whatever. I don't even count those anymore because that's part of the marathon training 9 times out of 10. So, but I say all that to say, my first time I ever did trails, and at the time I only did like an 11-mile trail run, I fell, and badly. It wasn't like an injury because I was still young, but it did shake me up. And after that one time it happened, that whole entire winter, because it was a winter trail run, I focused on getting my core strong. So, and learning the art of controlled, like, declining or controlled falling, basically. That way, even if I feel like I'm about to go down, I can somewhat control it so that I don't end up, really, really hurting myself. And so that's how I've learned to be able to gallop down. And usually if I'm even doing like hiking, if you will, I have to have people not close to me when I'm going downhill, because I know I'm probably going to like gallop down that, like really go fast, while some people, slowly walk down. The idea of slowly walking down an incline, especially the more steep it is, actually scares me more than just galloping down and getting it over with. Because the other random thing is, for as much as I do this adventurous stuff, I don't like heights. I'm not afraid, but I don't like them. I say that I basically don't say I'm afraid, because if I was seriously afraid of heights, I wouldn't do any of this stuff, right? And I do it all the time. So I don't think it's really me being afraid of heights. But, so what usually ends up happening, I think I made it back quicker than I thought. Darn it, I'm not going to get the 5K that I wanted. That was less than I thought. Probably should have kept going out. Anyway, it's fine. I'm going another trail later today anyway, so I'll make it up. But, what else was I going to say? So, the other thing I was going to say is, the other reason why I feel confident is I actually have this app, not an ad, should be an ad, All Trails. All Trails essentially knows all the trails throughout the United States. I don't know if it's global or not. Haven't tried it yet. But basically, in places like this when your GPS doesn't work anymore, use All Trails because it knows about where you're at. And so that's how I was able to navigate these trails without needing a trailhead. Because honestly, once I got far out, there's no trailhead. And that's not good or bad. I guess if you're a beginner trail person, that's bad. But if you're someone like me, who's someone experienced, you're okay with it. Because I have alternatives, right? Because Google is probably not the best way to be able to navigate back. Because more than likely, especially if you're doing mountains, you're not going to have a signal. And your GPS is not going to work. So All Trails. That's what I use. So that's how I was able to navigate back. Because I'm pretty much almost at this place I started before where it crossed over. So yeah, that's why I was like, oh man, I'm not as far along as I thought I was, because I see the landmarks of where I was at before. So that's okay. And the thing is, if I would have been paying more attention to All Trail, it actually has how long the loops are. So it tells you. So I kind of knew it, but I wasn't too concerned. I say all that to say, that's the other reason why I'm able to do this confidently. And excuse me, my nose is running because I just did some inclines and I ran a little bit too. I can't help it. I have to run just a little bit. I feel like this is helping with the elevation of it all. I mean, getting used to it. So, yeah, that's the other reason why I'm confident when I do these things. But I wouldn't try to do this stuff until you have some experience under your belt. I have a lot of experience under my belt when it comes to this. I've ran trails in California, Puerto Rico, Arizona, Maine, New Hampshire, Alabama, Georgia. Yeah, Georgia. Yeah, I think that covers it. Pretty much everywhere I go, I run trails. But anyway, if I can find them. Because of course I'm not including the Midwest, because you know I've done that. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. So, quick recap. I think I'm in trail heaven. I think I'm in trail heaven. Oh my gosh. And the problem is, the trails here, there's so many. So many. Just in this one area that I'm at, there's so many trails. And I could have just been over there, up and through that thing all day today. But this part of the country has so many trails, there's no way I'm going to get to all of them. So I'm going to have to come back. Similar to Sedona, similar to Sedona, Arizona, similar to Arizona in general. This is a similar deal where you're not going to hit all the trails. And I will say this area, Santa Fe, has more trails for moderate to easy. Easy to moderate. They do also have a lot of medium and strenuous trails too. But Taos has a lot more strenuous. They have a lot more there. And also Taos is going to be much more difficult to do the trails because it's higher elevation there, number one. And number two, you're climbing in a lot of them. They don't really have a lot of flat. They do have some, but there isn't a lot of flat trails over in Taos. And there isn't as many people, so you're doing the trails secluded. Whereas Santa Fe, because it's a major city here, I mean, it's the second largest city in New Mexico, most likely if you're doing trails, there's going to be other people, like whether they're out of towners or local. And so I would say from a solo trip perspective, I would probably go back to Santa Fe before I go back to Taos for the trail running of it all. Not necessarily for the other things. I actually kind of like Taos a little bit more. When it comes to seclusion and quietness, like I felt very calm there. I'm not as calm here because this is a little bit more active. But if you want something, it really depends on what you want. Do you want a more stimulating vacation? If you want a more stimulating vacation where you're active and stuff, Santa Fe. If you want something to like woosah you and calm you down, Taos. If you're going to choose between in New Mexico. And also too, you have a little bit more variety time of year you can come here. With Arizona, these places get warm like in the summer months. It gets warm here too, but I don't think it gets as warm. Number one. Number two, you can get here in the fall, whereas Arizona, respectfully, I still wouldn't go in there in the fall. It's still a little too warm in the fall. So that's the variety and options you have. And both places, I would say, but I haven't been to Arizona in a couple of years though. The affordability is pretty equal when it comes to like if you're dining out and stuff a lot. This time around I did. I think next time I'm probably going to get more of a situation where I'm either at a hotel that has like I'm probably going to either do a hotel next time that's a little bit nicer than what I have right now, or I might Airbnb it next time. I just didn't want to do 2 Airbnbs. I like to kind of mix it up. But I just kind of want to give you my thoughts on that. Also, too, earlier when I was at the coffee shop, it was busy over there because Saturdays they have a farmer's market. And the farmer's market is not your typical farmer's market. Like, they have a lot of art. Because both Taos and Santa Fe are both very artsy towns. One's a little bit more mainstream than the other, clearly. But they're both that. So if you're really into those kind of things, I would definitely come to either or. But remember the other things I said. And this is just my observation for just barely being here a whole day. But I do love it here. I'm coming back. I'm probably going to come back to Santa Fe, though, before I come back to Taos. Because and probably just do like a day trip to Taos or something like that. Stay one night and then come back type thing. Or 2 days. I don't know. I just would probably stay. I will try to make sure I stay longer here like I did this time. But I think I would just make sure I stay much longer. I would skip Albuquerque altogether. Albuquerque is great for passing through. I know, no offense. And they do have like other mountains and hike things over in Albuquerque as well. But as far as the city is concerned, it's going to be not as nice, unfortunately. But that's just the nature of the state. If you know your history about New Mexico, it's not a surprise. So yeah. But anyway, that's kind of it for now. I think I'm going to get some lunch and use the restroom. And then I might do another hike. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do another hike. And then I don't know if I'm going to do Meow Wolf tonight or Sunday. But, it's going to happen one way or the other. But anyway, you already know I'm about to do it. You already know I'm doing this with my hair. But anyway, bye now.